Today is January 1st, 2016. So, the first thing I'd like to do is wish everybody a very happy new year. I hope you have a great 2016. Today is also my sister's birthday, so I'd like to wish my sister Crystal a happy birthday. Today is a special day for me, too. Today marks my 4-year veganversary. And being cruelty free for 4 years, I find that reason to celebrate. So, to celebrate, I decided to read my poem V. If you follow my poetry at all, you may remember my series This Life. I'm actually still writing. V is sort of like This Life. It puts you in the shoes of vegans. And I wrote this poem for a reason. Whenever I go online and there's a post about veganism or about a vegan, it's usually followed by a lot of hateful and sometimes violent comments. Sometimes even if it isn't about vegans or veganism. Like Time Magazine had a post about bacon. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember what it was about exactly, but I remember some of the comments that I saw below were a lot of derogatory comments towards vegans and vegetarians, even though, it didn't really have anything to do with us. It was about bacon. It was about, charred pig carcass. And there seems to be a lot of misconceptions about vegans, and I was hoping that this poem would sort of shed some light on that. A lot of people think that vegans think we're better than other people, which isn't the case. The core of veganism, the roots, is about equality. It's saying that we're not better than animals. It's saying we're equal to animals and that they deserve equality, that they deserve the chance of life just like we do. Life free of torture, free of pain, a life where they can just live and, just like we do. That is the core of veganism. So it's not saying that we're better than you or anything like that. It's saying that we're not better than them. It's saying that, we should be equal. And another misconception that's kind of funny, actually, it's a lot of people think vegans are pot-smoking hippies. Which, there are some vegans that are pot-smoking hippies, but not all of us are. There's some vegans that are just hippies. There's some vegans that smoke pot but aren't hippies. Vegans are actually just as diverse as any other group. There are vegans that are cops, firefighters, lawyers, doctors, surgeons, nurses, writers, scientists, engineers, mechanics, pretty much anything you can think of. And there are vegans that are different heights, different colors, different body builds, different religions. Not every vegan is atheist. I'm not sure how that got started. And there's actually a lot of vegans that are Christian, Catholic, Jewish, Protestant, any other religion you can think of. So we're actually pretty diverse. We're not all pot-smoking hippies, just some of us. And, there's also some hippies that aren't vegan. So, so that was another thing I wanted to clear up. That's kind of funny, really. Well, I hope this poem clears up some of that, because there shouldn't be so much hostility towards one demographic, and I hope this sort of brings a better understanding to us. So I'm gonna go ahead and read my poem for you. I hope you enjoy this poem. We are vegans. We are a growing legion from different regions. We are all different and unique, and we are not oblique, but to the point, you see. Saying we are hated would be understated. Teasing seems to be pleasing to you. What did we ever do? You think our compassion leaves us lacking, though science has our backing. You think we are lame as you call us names. Does this entertain? You mock us as you boast how you like to sock us, knock us to the ground. What is our crime? Giving animals our time? Saying their lives are equal? That they have no sequel? That they shouldn't be behind bars is somehow going too far? That they shouldn't be in tanks so you can make bank? That animals aren't here for our amusement somehow causes you confusement? We strive to protect their lives so they don't have to die. In our eyes, it is children we see, so we cry and they bleed. Live cruelty-free, don't you see? They feel pain that they don't need. There are atrocities that we fight with a ferocity. We fight so animals will have a better life, a life without strife. We fight for their equality so they will have a quality of life. We fight against this injustice that is among us, that grows like a fungus. Don't hate, participate. All life is precious. With this, we don't need to take guesses. It's not too late. This doesn't have to be their fate. It is not our opinions we state, but facts that take place. These facts that have our backs don't lack, get a clue from the information we spew to you. Open your eyes to the real world view. Well, that's V. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed writing it. I hope that shed some light on it for you. And another thing is when we see animals, we see children, which is why we get upset, which is why we get angry when we see a plate with steak on it. To us, that's a charred child. That's a dead child. And that's why it's upsetting to us. You know, when we see animals like, you know, in zoos and, you know, racetracks and stuff, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing children. So that's why we get upset, because to us it's genocide against children. And there's a brilliant evolutionary biologist. He's a professor turned author. His name is Mark Bekoff. He's done some amazing pioneering work in animal cognitive abilities. His name is Mark Bekoff. And I have a few of his books right here. This is my favorite book. This one's called The Animal Manifesto. And I do recommend reading that. It's one of my favorite books. He's also done some amazing research with wolves. He wrote a book called The Emotional Lives of Animals. I recommend this one too. And his most recent book is Rewilding Our Hearts. This is another amazing read. So if you like to learn more about animals' emotional abilities, then please check out some of Mark Bekoff's stuff. You can even find videos about him on YouTube. He's got some really great videos out there, and he is a super nice guy. I've had the privilege of talking to him through email. He's really nice. So, you know, if you check out his website, feel free to send him an email. He's usually good at responding back. Well, I hope this video helped shed some light on vegans, because the last thing I want to do is, you know, have people, you know, violent and hostile towards me just for caring, just for wanting equality. To me, it doesn't make sense. It's illogical. But I hope this sort of gives you a sense of what we're all about, because it's about saving lives. It literally is a matter of life and death, and that's why we fight so hard. That's why we're out there with signs. That's why we're out there signing petitions, and that's why we're doing rallies and marches, because it literally is a matter of life and death. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you have a great 2016, and if you like the video, you know, hit like. If not, hit unlike. If you want to check out more of my poetry, I'll put the links down below if you want to check out my Facebook pages. And thanks for listening to me. Thanks for giving me your time, even if you don't like what I say. I do appreciate you giving me your time, and I mean it. Anyways, have a great 2016, and I'll see you when I make my next video.